Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here. Welcome back to another LEGO Batman DC Superheroes comparison video. Today we're going to be continuing and actually starting the tradition of looking at each of the Batman villains from each of the separate teams from the LEGO Batman video game. We've already looked at the Riddler and now we're starting with the Penguins team. And there's 6 versions plus a hat that we're going to be looking at today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's take a look at all of the figures from 2006 all the way up until 2019. Starting things off with the 2006 and 2008 version of the Penguin, and this I actually bought secondhand from, I think, BrickFet, which is our brick fair up here in Toronto. This is going back a long time ago, but yeah, I needed to have him. I only had the keychain for the longest time, so it was really great to finally be able to get him in minifigure form, be able to take his hat off and everything. But I really like this figure. It is so nostalgic to me, especially looking back at the video games and such. And you know, I loved getting top hats back then. I did get a lot from Orient Expedition, of course, but it's really cool to get him, to have him using it here. And I love the monocle there for his face printing, as well as the torso printing is just really cool. And the short legs in purple were just so awesome. The umbrella piece here is just a larger dish piece on a black staff piece. And the next version of the Penguin that we got was when the DC Superheroes started up again, but the following year in the Arkham Asylum set, which is really cool, which is interesting actually when looking at like the mythos of the Penguin. He's not actually typically someone who is shipped off to Arkham because he's not really crazy. A lot of times he's sent to Blackgate Prison, but anyways, that is neither here nor there. But it was just interesting to get his inclusion in that set. Also, those legs colors were really cool. And this face print is just so detailed. It's used, unfortunately, for the rest of the Penguin figures that we'll look at today. But it's so well done, and it is just so much more detailed than the original one. And the monocle looks so cool with the eye in behind there, having it a little bit bigger than the other eye. And the torso printing there is just so cool. And he has back printing, which the 2006 one didn't, simply because they just didn't really do that back then. But it's a really cool looking figure, and it's really nostalgic to me, especially because this was, I think this was the first ever Penguin figure that I ever got, besides the keychains. So, and the umbrella there that he has is just the regular umbrella piece there that they used on the other one, with a brown staff piece. And then the following year, we got this version of the Penguin, and he looks so cool. I love this version so much. I love the fur coat that he has there. It's just so detailed, and it reminds me so much of the Arkham City version of the Penguin, which is kind of something that they've done indirectly a lot of times, especially when looking at like Mr. Freeze and Robin from 2013. But the hat there, the umbrella and everything, it's all the same, but he just has short legs in dark gray, which is what makes this one a little bit different. And now moving on to the 1966 version of the Penguin. He uses the exact same torso from the other Penguin that we looked at. And I realized something. I forgot that figure actually came in another set. That Penguin was in the Joker Funland a couple years afterwards. So it is interesting that that torso is it's not too cheap. You know, it's only been in $100 plus sets. So yeah, it's okay. The top hat itself is actually quite rare. I was just looking at it now, and it's only ever been in 3 sets. It was in the 1966 set, which is what this is from, and then it also came in the Diagon Alley promotional giveaway from last year. That's probably the easiest way to get it. And it also came in the Ninjago City set. So yeah, it's not too common. I do like how it is rare to get, and I think it's important for such a big set like that to have something exclusive. So it was the first time that the hat was ever used, which was pretty cool. But yeah, nothing else going on here. All the same stuff from the past Penguin figures, so bit of a shame, but he has the reddish brown staff piece there for the umbrella. Now here is the most detailed Penguin figure that we've ever gotten, and it's pretty easy to tell just from the arm printing there. None of the other Penguin figures have that. And he also had this brand new molded umbrella piece that was used for the very first time in the LEGO Batman movie wave of sets. The look for this Penguin was inspired by the Batman Returns Penguin, played by Danny DeVito. And I love the new top hat that was designed for him. It is so cool, and I love it so much. And the head there as well, the printing on the monocle and just the face printing is just so detailed. I love that color as well. I lowered the brightness there because you couldn't really see, it was just fading in, but it's that very light blue that they use, and it's hard to see the torso printing. I've increased the brightness again so you can see the torso printing. It's hard to see. Either I raise the brightness and the head disappears, or yeah, it's just hard to tell. But yeah, really detailed there. I love the polka dots on the tie. It's really cool. And this new piece that they've designed there for the torso attachment is really cool. And on the back there, no back printing, but I mean, he's got arm printing, so it kind of makes up for it having it there. Full disclosure, I don't technically have every single Penguin figure. What I mean by that is I actually don't have this figure. I actually did this myself for my Arkham Asylum. So what I went out and did was I bought a lot of the Jokers, as you've probably heard me previously say, from the LEGO Batman CMF series, and then I took Rocket Raccoon's orange legs there and put them there. And this is actually exclusive from a book. Now the face printing is different than the other LEGO Batman movie one, but this face is also used in the Arctic Ruler set, which is the one that I have. Really cool looking vehicle and everything, but I really like this expression for him, and I think that it works better for him being trapped in Arkham because he's a little angry that he's inside there. But you can see on the back there how it looks with the coat. You can see how it looks there on the back with the fur covering up the Arkham jumpsuits. It's really cool, and you know, good figure, I think. And if you did want to get it, it's in a book, so that's the cheapest way to get him. The last thing we're going to do here is actually look at the top hat that came in the Arkham Asylum set, which was a 4+ set that released on August 1st. And it's just a little simple thing that I wanted to look at and talk about because I'm sure that he'll be coming in a set down the line. But yeah, he actually has the LEGO Batman movie top hat here in purple, and unfortunately no figure was included, but it was a cool little reference and Easter egg in that set. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is every Penguin minifigure that has ever been released to date from LEGO, all the way back from 2006 to today. In terms of printing, I think the best one for sure here has to be this Penguin right there, but I think that printing wise and most modern, maybe the best design in my personal opinion, is probably this one, kind of loosely based off of Arkham, which is what we talked about earlier. But anyways, everyone, I do want to hear your thoughts and which ones were your favorite. I'm sure that we'll be getting a Penguin figure in the new wave of Batman sets. Probably this is the biggest hint right here, and if they're continuing the trend of having Batman-centric sets, he has to be a shoo-in for sure. But anyways, everyone, I hope that you did enjoy the comparison video, and I hope that you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.